Hello, good afternoon, friends. Today we are going to discuss nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophile. What you know about nucleophile? Nucleophile is any reagent that donates an unshared pair of electrons to form a new covalent bond. So the nucleophile is a negatively charged species which can be attacks over the electrophile, and thus we will form a covalent bond to generate uh, a very stable complex or stable compound. Here the nucleophilic substitution reactions that we have to cover in our syllabus is of the two types, SN1 and SN2 type of reaction. The long form, if you see for this, is the substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. We can call it as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, and the another one is SN2 reaction, that is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So here the reaction you can see nucleophile is having the negative charge, and here is the substrate which will having the good leaving group or better leaving group. Nucleophile which will be attached over this carbon atom, and as the leaving group is highly electronegative, it will be removed from here, and thus uh, the by removing this C or the halogen which will be here X negative, nucleophile will takes its position here. So in this way, what the nucleophilic substitution will be takes place. Uh, so we will first focus on the SN1 unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. In this unimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, we will use substrate as a tertiary butyl bromide. Uh, Another way we can name it as a 2-bromo 2-methyl propane. Okay, over which the methanol, it is the nucleophile, and from this methanol, this methoxy group CH3O negative, which will be acts as a nucleophile, and thus it will replace this Br with the CH3O group. Okay, so the nucleophile as it attacks over this tertiary butyl group, and that's why this is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. And why it is unimolecular now? Because the rate of reaction, if you can see here, the K is the symbol of rate of reaction. It uh, the rate of reaction which will be depends upon totally upon this alkyl halide molecule, this single molecule only. Okay, and that's why the rate of reaction or this reaction, it is called as unimolecular reaction or unimolecular substitution reaction, right? In this type of reaction, bond breaking between the carbon and leaving group is completely before bond formation with the nucleophile. So here, where during the formation of this bond and the breaking of the bond with the Br, here there is a what bond breaking step and before bond formation step. Here directly the bond will not form, but in between there the transition state will be takes place. Okay, and that's why this type of reaction is classified as unimolecular because only alkyl halide is involved in the rate determining step. So the side product which will be formed, that is the HBr, that we can see. Let us see the mechanism how it is possible. Here the tertiary butyl bromide with the group which is present, and this is the slow and rate determining step, in which what happens while approaching the methoxy group towards the this tertiary butyl bromide group, as the bond formation will be takes place slightly, or there is a continuously simultaneously bond breaking is also takes place. So that's why tertiary butyl carbonium ion initially form, and after breaking uh, bromine negative ion from here, and this is the trigonal, this has the trigonal planar geometry, and 120 is the bond angle between all the CH3 groups, uh, where the carbon which is present at the center. Okay, so this is the tertiary butyl carbocation which is formed here. CH3 CH3 CH3, the tertiary butyl carbocation which is initially formed, over which this CH3OH, in this CH3O, that is the methoxy group, acts as a nucleophile, which is going to attack over the carbocation. Now, as the trigonal planar geometry of this tertiary butyl carbocation which is formed, and it is a planar, so this methoxy group can attack from front side as well as from the back side, and thus there is possibility of formation of the retention as well as inversion of the configuration will be there, and thus the molecule which will be generated here CH3 that is tertiary butyl carbocation, and the adduct of methoxy group will be here. uh, it removes the H positive ion as the oxygen will having excess of charge over the methoxy group, and thus it goes with the Br, and hence we will generate here HBr molecule. And the last final product will be what? Methoxy tertiary butyl carbocation, or tertiary 2 methoxy, here 2 methoxy 2 methyl uh, propane, that will be formed here 2 methoxy 2 methyl propane, that is the final product which will we get by the by this mechanism of SN1 reaction. Now, what the stereochemistry that I have told you previously, here the stereochemistry which will be stereochemistry means the spatial arrangement of the formation of the product during the reaction. So in this case, we can see here the centrally situated carbon atom, and carbon has the geometry of trigonal, sorry, tetrahedral. But as the Br group is leaving from here, the complete structure will be arranged in a trigonal planar manner, uh, and this is the Z atomic orbital which are parallel perpendicular to this plane. Okay. Now, from the top here, the methoxy groups here that you can see here, the methoxy group. So you can see here the stereochemistry will be like this, in which attack from the top or the from the front side if takes place. So the attack, the product which we get as the stereo product here is configuration product, and if the attack of this CH3 CH2OH, or the here we have taken ethoxy group, and if attack will be takes place from the backside, so we will get the retention of the R type of product. This is, so it is the inversion of configuration which will be takes place. So okay, it is just like the umbrella which will be uh, when the very high storm will be there, and umbrella getting its handle will be on one side and complete umbrella will be on the another side. A similar type of structure will be that there. So here, so here I think you will understand the how the stereochemistry for the SN1 reaction will be there, and the formation possibility of formation of product will be 50-50 in this case, as the planar carbocation will be generated. So 50% majority of the product will be of retention with the retention of configuration form, and the 50% possibility with the inversion of configuration product will be found here. So the SN1 reaction produces mixture of enantiomers, and there is usually more inversion than the retention of configuration. Here, mixture of product will be formed, and this is one of the enantiomer, this is another type of enantiomer, and the when the 50-50, exactly 50-50% of the RS configuration will be there. So this is called as mesoisomers, or the mesomeric effect will be developed over here. But in this case, if you can have both the type of products in the 50-50 percentage, there is a possibility of formation of this type of products. So here there is a chance of 50-50 percentage of products in the SN1 reaction. Now we will focus on the energy profile diagram for this reaction, how the energy profile diagram will be moved. Here the initial tertiary butyl bromide product you can see reactant as a reactant you can see Rx is the Rx is the that reactant which is present, and if the nucleophile which will be attacked, then at that time when they are independent, the position will be like this, which is shown by the dotted line. Here the Gibbs free energy which will be required to achieve a transition state, first transition state where the Rx bond is going to break, Rx is completely broken and converts into the R positive and X negative, that is tertiary butyl bromide molecule which will be ion which will be generated, carbocation which will be generated, and X negative ion which is also formed over here. So to breaking, for the breaking of this bond, the first transition state will be uh, comes, and the raise of the energy from this energy level to this much energy level which will be going here. This is called as first transition state. After the complete breaking down of this bond of the R and X, it comes to the this lower energy uh, where the simply carbocation which will be generated, tertiary butyl bromide carbocation which will be generated. Here slightly the bond is attached, R is attached with the X, and here a complete carbocation which is formed. Then the next step is what? The approach of the nucleophiles to form bonds with the carbocation. Which nucleophile is there? Methoxy groups or ethoxy group that we have seen here. It will be going to attach over the R, and thus while formation of this bond, the another transition state will be comes where before formation of complete bond. So this is transition state 2. As the transition state 2 will approach or arise, and after that there is a step molecule will be getting stable, hence energy is decreases, and energy decrease will be takes place continuously, and decrease in the energy is that up to that much extent where the independent products are having energy somewhat higher, but as the product which will be formed with the nucleophile is having energy much lower. So this difference in the energy between these, it is called as delta H. Actually here it is, so we have to write delta H, and delta H is the enthalpy of the reaction. And enthalpy of the reaction, you can see from here there is a decrease in energy will be there, and that's why delta H will be negative charge. Delta H will be the negative, and as the delta H or delta G which will becomes negative, uh, so the reaction will be what? Exothermic reaction. And that's why this reaction where the heat is liberated, heat is evolved, it is called as exothermic type of reaction. So from these reaction coordinates, you can see how there is a change in the energy levels will be takes place for the SN1 type of reaction. So let us see some of the two peaks will be arises. One is the formation of transition state when the leaving group is removing. Second peak is arises when the nucleophile forming pair with the carbocation. Carbocation lies between the two peaks, and the product has lower energy. This product having lowest energy that we will see from this energy profile diagram for the SN1 reaction. Now see here the SN2 reaction, this is called as a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. We have to compare this reaction with the initial one, that is SN1 reaction. You can for this we can see here, this is the methyl bromide as a substrate we can take, and the nucleophile is the NaOH, simplest nucleophile we will take NaOH, which is from this OH negative is acts as a nucleophile. Now why this reaction it is called as SN2 reaction? Because the rate of reaction is depends upon both the molecule. This is over methyl bromide and over the NaOH molecule, uh, that nucleophile which is present here. On both these molecules, the rate of reactions is depends. So that's why this is the bimolecular reaction or substitute, and that is bimolecular reaction or substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction. We can called the name of this reaction. Now, how the attack is possible? This OH nucleophile will attack over this carbon atom. Pr will be better leaving groups, and that's why CH3OH it is formed, and the NaBr which will be removed from here. So the formation of methanol will be takes place from the methyl bromide by the attack of the simplest NaOH base or the nucleophile. Let us see how the mechanism will be there. Here simply OH attacks, Br will be removed, goes with the Na, and that's why NaBr will be formed. And here uh, in a single step, a transition state will you can see clearly. Here the formation of OHC bond will be takes place. At the same time, C-Br bond is broken, and that's why it is only a single transition the state we will get here, and hence CH3OH which will be formed, which will be formed. So again, focus here. Uh, we have reached to the what transition state which is formed during the SN2 reaction. So let us see the stereochemistry of the SN2 reaction, how it is occurs. Here, centrally situated carbon atom is present. Now the R1, R2 and R3 groups are on the one side as the tetrahedral structure is here, and this is the that is repelling group. X is the better is the leaving group, but it withdraws all these alkyl halides, and that's why they are on the one side and X will be on the another side. Now the nucleophile is if it will attack from this alkyl group, so it should have to face a lot of steric hindrance from these alkyl groups, and that's why nucleophile better to come from this side, and by which X will be easily removed and nucleophile is getting attacked here. But the process will not take place directly, and while approaching the ligand nucleophile towards the central carbon, R groups are moving like this. Here, the trigonal planar type of structure initially generates, and totally carbon is with the what is balancing five different types of groups: three R groups, one X, and one is nucleophile. The bond between the nucleophile in its carbon is going to form, and the bond between the carbon and H is going to broken down. Okay, so this is the very few fraction of second step which will be here. This is called as transition state, and after formation of this state, rapidly uh, this methyl bromide or this molecule, which will be converted into the product by the replacement of the X group with the nucleophile, and X group is moving out with its two electrons, and X negative moiety which will be generated. So here, this will be the completely inversion of product will be takes place, because nucleophile can't come from this side where the X group is present, because it is the electronegative group and having the electron density which will repel the electron density of this nucleophile, and that's why it prefers to come from this side only, and by moving the geometry of this molecule, uh, this type of product will be formed, and this is completely inversion which will be takes place, and that's why nucleophile is bound with carbon with the completely inverted molecule. This inversion it is called as Walden inversion, and it is the backside attack or opposite side attack. Okay, so the inverted product is formed, and the stereo and 100% there is a inversion will be take place. There is a no retention of the product, and that's why completely the product which will be formed with the 100% majority. So this is the SN2 reaction stereochemistry, and the energy profile diagram if you see in this case. So the product initially, sorry, the substrate which will be here, initially it, similarly at the higher energy level, NaOH will attack over this methyl bromide, and the energy will be hikes initially because of the approach of OH negative groups toward the carbon, and there is a certain bond making and bond breaking will be takes place, and that's why energy transition state will be here at the peak. Okay, where the OH bond is forming bond, Br is just leaving this molecule, and there is no carbocation state will be here, just like SN1 reaction. Only one transition state will be here, and as the product will be converted into the methanol, here CH3OH, it will get more stability, and fastly it will come to the ground state, and come to ground state or the lower energy state, which will be much more lower as compared to the energy of this substrate initially. This difference between the energy that I have told you, which will be represented by the delta H, and the negative sign will be given to this. Why negative? Because there is a decrease in the energy will be takes place, and again this reaction it is called as exothermic type of reaction. Okay, the formation of NaBr as a side product will be there, and main product is the methanol. So this is the uh, energy profile sequences of the SN2 reaction. Okay. Here some of the comparison we can see between the SN1 SN2 reaction. SN1 is the unimolecular reaction, SN2 is the bimolecular reaction. The most favorable alkyl halide is the tertiary, secondary and primary. In this way the reaction can be easily facilitated. But in case of SN2, if the primary carbocation or primary groups are there, so it will easily give the reaction. Okay, so the primary, secondary and the tertiary, it will be the preference for the favorable reaction with the alkyl halides. Then reacting nucleophile is a weak in this case for the SN1 reaction, because already leaving group is more strong and it can easily leave when the simplest nucleophile will be added to the reaction. But in this case, it is depends upon both, and that's why reacting nucleophile much which will be strong in case of SN2 reaction. Solvent is a protic like the alcohol. Alcohol will be a protic solvent which will donate H positive ion and will facilitate the reaction. In this case, solvent will be the aprotic, means no need of the protic or a protic solvent because the nucleophile is stronger, and solvents just like DMSO and acetone which we can use. Stereochemistry is a mixed retention as well as inversion is possible in SN1 reaction, and stereochemistry is only inversion in case of SN2 reaction is possible. Here, some of the factors that you can see in this slide, which will be affects, we have already distinguished between them. So here we can stop, and in the next class we will see the reactions of the alkyl halide.